Thank you for listening to the Danger Club podcast. My name is Colin. I play Bubba Von Hoops. This is episode 223. Can you believe we've done 223? Keep listening. Keep sharing. Keep being you, Dangerlings. Thank you so much. Enjoy this episode.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
We've been left a mystery gift of dream juice. Jum, do you just want to try a little tiny sip of...
Whoa. I'm here to guide you through the own spirit world, yeah?
Spirit world?
Where are we going?
We're going to the bath.
The Master Alchemist owns almost every building in the city. We would have you convince him to sell.
I think we need to go out, maybe speak to the people.
Do not wait too long to make your decision. She needs you.
The adventure continues now.
Okay, we're rolling.
Ross noticed something really scary to me as a GM on the way in. He saw that I'd sat down and set up my laptop, and he was like, "All right, going to be a fight, is there?" Because you spotted that last time I only brought my iPad because it was mostly role-playing counters.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm not sure I'm happy with having that knowledge.
Yeah.
There might not be a fight. Also, my laptop was out of battery because there was a wrestling pay-per-view on over the weekend, so I was watching all of that. You don't know me, Harmston.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
You know me pretty well. This could get spicy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Spicy, eh? You know, spicy is like a euphemism for mature content.
Pubes on donuts?
Not that sort of mature content. More pubes being shown on camera. So,
I mean, if you put it on a donut and then film it, then it's still pubes on camera, Colin.
Yeah, we've only got biscuits, though. We haven't got any donuts.
We have
4 weeks later, still talking about it, baby.
Oh, yeah. Because you brought it up.
Yeah, you're the one that brought it up.
Even off air, you've still been talking about it. It's just all you talk about.
Yeah. And you're laughing about it.
Yeah. You know exactly what you're thinking about right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's the gift that keeps on giving because Ross keeps re-gifting it to all of us.
Please don't make it a gif.
Hey, the D&D movie's out soon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it would come in June.
No, we're in June now, aren't we?
Are we?
I can't remember.
No, we're not.
I feel like I've already seen it. Do you know what I mean?
Hugh Grant is playing the exact same character he played in The Gentleman, and then the subsequent other one that he did. You know, where he's got a little bit of a lisp. No, but I've seen the trailer, and
Is he in the trailer?
Yeah.
He's not in a trailer.
And he also doesn't know anything about
released
D&D as well, which is quite funny. He's like, I have no idea what any of this is.
Hey, Jeremy Irons knew nothing about D&D when he did his D&D movie, and that went fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Gambon knew nothing about Harry Potter.
No.
So,
Really?
Yeah,
Do you not? That's kind of good, I think, probably.
What, to know nothing about Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I concur.
Yeah.
I'll try to do a purge.
Yeah.
That's it's really that game is weirdly huge. Like this Harry Potter game that's kind of like it's either
everyone's
massive.
It seems like either everyone is playing it or everyone is boycotting it, and I'm only vaguely aware of it. And it's one of those things that's like, oh shit, am I old now? Am I just not involved in this debate?
Right.
It's weird because it's actually the Hogwarts Legacy, where you get to play a student in Hogwarts. Although the actual gameplay, like the reviewers go, yeah, it's kind of actually, you've only got 3 enemies. The combat's like, all right, but yeah, it's Harry Potter, so everyone loves it. It's like, but the gameplay is actually shit. So, but it is what
People
it is.
love it though, don't they? Because
Yeah.
they want to run around Hogwarts. They want to sort of go and see all the things that it just reminds them. It's just nostalgia, isn't it?
Well, it is weird because you
nostalgia.
use the cursed. What's the cursed spell?
Avada Kedavra.
There's 3.
You learn how to 3 forbidden spells.
Yeah,
forbidden
what's
spells.
the forbidden spells?
Forbidden spells. They're not forbidden.
The cursey worsey, the no name, the bad words,
Yeah.
the don't says, the 3 ones.
What the fuck? What's it called? I don't care.
Isn't Cruciatus?
Yeah, okay. There's one that like
That's one of
paralyzes
them.
you, one that
Yeah.
like makes you do something else, and one that kills you.
Is Obliviate?
No, Obliviate's just
like
that's just a
mind
gaslighting
wipe.
spell,
Yeah.
which is okay. That's okay for everyone to use.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
fine,
a forbidden
yeah.
bad spell. There's the fucking oh god, I hate this.
That's a great spell
to
name.
us for years, Scott. You
Scott
should
used
know
to do
these
Harry
off
Potter
the
tours.
bat.
I did do Harry Potter walking tours for years. I never read any of the books, and I got in. I'm pretty sure because I had hair at the time, and my boss who interviewed me said I looked like Daniel Radcliffe.
That's it. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, fine. So then I did 3-4 years of walking tours, which was like okay.
I remember when you got that gig and we'd all be sitting around playing D&D in the pub, and you were like just mainlining Cliff Notes versions of these things so as to not have to read the books.
Yeah. There was what was the website called at the time? Pottermore. That was a useful resource at the time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about it anymore. But yeah, no, I did try reading the books because I was like, oh, it's been a couple of years. I should probably read the books. Know what I'm talking about. I got by on knowledge of like some of the films, which I didn't finish them either. But I watched. Wow. But yeah, I tried reading a couple of the books, and the first two are so boring. Oh god, they're so oh my god, so fucking dull. I can't. I was like, I appreciate because I was like, I've seen the last couple of films. Like I know at some point the series gets good. I can't force myself to wade through another book of this banal fucking beige bullshit. I'm like, I recognize that she's a good writer, right? Obviously, there's problematic stuff there with her now, but like, I can't. She's written such a bland text. It's so dumb. It's so boring. Yeah, I couldn't finish it.
I never read them.
I read the first one. It was all right.
Yeah,
But it's like
I got the audiobook of the first one, and I went through it, and I was like, honestly, if Stephen Fry is not holding this shit down, then it ain't gonna be it's not worth carrying on with. As I'm just happy as someone in their 40s, I'm just happy that the generation below us now has a fundamental pillar stone of their childhood who has massively let them down. Because God knows we went through enough of that.
the cosmic cycle is complete.
Still happening. Yeah.
All back
These
around.
days, yeah. There's better. I was talking to someone the other day recently about this, and there's so many other nowadays. There's lesser well known but great other franchises for the Harry Potter fan base to jump ship to. Some that welcome them with open arms.
Absolutely.
That are like way more friendly, and also are of that kind of age. Like let's face it, most Harry Potter fans are kind of getting older. I hate to say it, HP fans. You're like us. You are getting older. And they're slightly more adults. There's like jumping on things like other young adult stuff like the Grishaverse, like Shadow and Bone. It had a TV show recently.
It's supposed to be very good.
It's very good.
It was interesting, yeah.
There's been a successful series of books by Leigh Bardugo for a long time. I strongly recommend those instead of Harry Potter. They're much better written, sort of like set around a fantasy Amsterdam, a fantasy Russia. There's like heists and like train robberies and like gang warfare and romance.
Exactly like Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it actually is. Yeah.
Artemis Fowl is very good as well. That series is very good. They made a film of the first two books, and it wasn't very good, but unfortunately. But the Artemis Fowl series is very good. Yeah, it's quite a good.
Well, speaking of heroes that will ultimately let you down, however, who universally support trans rights, we jump to the Danger Club. You are currently in Nex, in the city of Onepion. You are the heroes of Onepion. It's been going well for you. It's been going so-so for Onepion, as often happens when you guys are the heroes of a place. They've been lavishing all of their gifts on you. They gave you some magical treasures. They have given you fine apartments, and most of you had haircuts and new outfits. You have been invited to a grand banquet tonight in the city, but last night you all received a shared dream.
Oh yeah.
You were sent some freaky liquid in a delivery, which you tried to get Jam to try out, and then you all just drank it, went into a dream, and you were visited. You went to you went down to a place called the Bath, which is supposedly below the city, which is a vast sea of ooze, you reckon, probably connected to the sea that the Worldbreaker fell into, that big massive lake that the city is built over, where the Bath itself seemed to communicate with you through a gooey vessel, and spoke to you and said that it wanted you to make sure that Master Alchemist Borum sold off all of his holdings in the city. They've been badly damaged, and he's got to decide whether he passes on the costs of repairing them to the tenants and keeps renting them out, or whether he just sells them off. The Bath, for reasons of its own, it wasn't super clear, said it is imperative that you get him to sell. And if you do that, it will give you some information that you desperately need. And it left you with the cryptic phrase of "she needs you," but it didn't say very much more than that. So when we last left you, you decided that morning you were going to go out into the city and try and figure out what's going on, try and get to the bottom of this, see if this Bath can be trusted. Can you ever really trust a Bath? Well, I guess we'll have to find
I had a great bath on the weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was really
I
nice.
can't have
But could
baths.
you trust it?
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some oils in it. Put some salts. It was trustworthy. It was
I
trustworthy.
haven't had a
trust
bath
it.
in ages.
No, I haven't.
I can smell them.
Every now and again, it's good.
I want to jump back
I love
to...
a bath, but I don't have a bathtub.
You know, just quickly, just
Makes having a bath quite tricky.
Yeah.
bringing the conversation back to my favourite subject.
Got pubes.
Oh,
It's just, where I go around Bethan's,
Yeah.
she's got a housemate who leaves them all in the bath, so I can never have a bath.
What?
So there you go.
oh my God.
and if
so-
you're listening,
He
clean the
doesn't
fucking
listen.
bath.
He
Yeah.
does not listen. He barely lives.
That's atrocious.
Wow.
No, this guy, right? He broke. Just on that, this is where I just vent now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I press pause?
No, it's just. He broke his bed. He broke his bed, right? So he's like, so the slats are all just like in. So he's now vacated his room rather than phoning the landlord and asking for a new bed or repair it himself. He's now vacated all of his stuff to now the living room. And
what
now
the
sleeps
fuck,
and now
man?
sleeps on the sofa in the living room.
What
so now
the
we can't
fuck?
ever go in this living room as well.
Such a waste, man.
Yeah.
Come on, for
Bizarre
fuck's sake.
choice.
Yeah,
Like, just fix the bed.
yeah.
Or-
He's lazy. Anyway,
Oh
carry
my
on.
God, this is
Speaking
outrageous.
of,
whenever I'm around, if ever I'm staying over Dom's, her housemate is a bit tetchy, and so I make a point of clearing up any hair. If I have a shower, I'm picking out all of my hair that anything that's fallen in the bath. I'm like, there will be no trace of me. But Dom and I have similar length hair, so there's a point where I'm just like, I'm not sure this is all am I just collecting hair like some creepy voodoo person now? I don't know what. I mean, it's probably because I put it in a locket afterwards. But,
Yeah.
you got to keep that shit safe.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone needs a hobby.
That's how you. That's
Dry
how
it
you do
off, burn
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
let's dry it off and burn it right into an adventure, Colin.
Oh,
Sorry,
they're getting tenuous, Dan. They're getting tenuous.
It's witchcraft. Do you know what I mean? Let's get into it. Like,
So we joined the club that morning. You've kind of all woken up. You've
join the club. Sorry, join the club. Why have we never thought of that as a tagline? That's brilliant.
Because that would imply membership.
The Danger Club podcast. Join the club.
I think
James,
because
I was leaving that free so Kaplan could sit down.
we've all
Sorry, mate.
Why do you hate cats,
Fuck's
James?
sake.
James.
You can sit on my
James.
jacket.
Why don't you put your jacket on the back of your chair?
Put your fucking jacket back, James. Come on.
So-
put your
such a waste
jacket
of
back,
space.
James.
We are a
Put your jacket
professional
back,
and
James.
cat-friendly podcast, James Lockhart. We
We like trans and we like cats.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, we do. We do.
no one else. If you are in any other minority group,
Especially not hair collectors. I can't stand those guys. God.
no hair collector.
No hair collectors. It's just wrong.
It's actually because Kaplan was eyeing up your jacket to sit on. He was like going to curl up inside and yeah.
Oh my
It
God.
does look very
Actually,
toasty, to be
mine-
honest.
It's a bit
Sorry,
too
we-
toasty for today. I chose poorly.
I'm sorry,
You
Dan. We
chose
keep going off
my
on a tangent.
God.
I'm so sorry.
Right, okay, so you get
So
up.
pubes.
You get up. You get up the next morning. You go out into the lobby. There are a bunch of cats all leaving their pubes outside Velvet's door. They've written "piss fuck Ken Blight" across the door.
Piss fuck.
Yeah,
And
my uncle.
good.
You hear as you're kind of gathering and having your initial chats, you're brought up some breakfast. It's mostly most of the food here in Anepian is vegetarian, so they bring you lots of vegetables. Many of them sort of strange colours and things. You can see you've seen from your balcony vast gardens. Since it's a city of alchemists, they grow a lot here. So it's a lot of veggie food. Shania's having a great time enjoying it. So you. While you're eating, you kind of look out. You look out of the window and you hear there's a great kind of grinding noise from outside in the city, like a kind of grating, and you see a glint of light, and then you see a movement around the edges of the city, and as you kind of look out, you see a great glass dome begins rising up from either side of the city until it completely encases the inner section of where you are, where the Apothequeen is, and where all of the gardens are, leaving the outer ring of the sort of residential part of the city is now outside of that great dome. So it's underneath like a big greenhouse kind of now covers this part.
So the end of Crystal Maze, where you have to collect all the golden tickets.
Yeah, and then tickets just come Richard
Thousands
O'Brien.
of tickets.
Stop the fans, please. The Australia is with you. He's brought you. He's just your mate now. He's helped bring the food. He's still said nothing about the time he tried to bring towels and found Folton naked. He's keeping his silence on. He avoids Folton. Like he's obviously spooked. But he pointed out to his side. He says, "The great dome of Anepian. We had to lower it when the Worldbreaker attacked so that it would not be too badly damaged. But repairs on it are complete, so it's now time to raise it again."
What does it do?
It focuses the sun's warmth on the gardens. It allows us to grow things year round, and it is magically enchanted so that different sections of the gardens are held in different climate conditions, allowing us to grow almost anything found on Galarian here.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. God, I hope this was my voice in the previous episode. I can't remember. It is. I've got a cold at the moment, so it's my voice now.
Anyone listening wouldn't remember.
No.
Don't worry about it.
They're remembering me of every... God, I wonder what happened to Sydney.
So, like, what's the biggest crop, vegetables you grow?
We grow... it's mostly independent. It's whatever is requested.
No, I mean, what's the biggest thing?
What, like the the megatuber?
Yeah. Oh, the megatuber.
The megatuber. That's the biggest thing we grow.
Oh wow. How big is that?
That is 6 foot and 3 inches.
It's pretty mega.
Were we eating that for breakfast?
No. Nobody eats the megatuber.
All right.
What do you do with the megatubers?
It is worshipped by some of the local Gorons of the city. We don't know why, but they seem really into it. We've got no other use for it.
Plant people?
Yes.
Aren't you king of the plant people?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Huh?
Maybe you should go and play the megatuber.
Yeah, maybe I'll give my crown to the megatuber.
Which crown is that you got?
The crown of leaves or something or other.
I think he made it out of them.
No, they gave me a crown. I can't remember.
They gave you a crown of leaves. They were unspecific as to where the leaves came from.
Yeah.
I will also point out, however, that you have been wearing this crown of leaves for a year in the jungle.
Yeah. On top of now a decapitated teddy head as well.
Yeah.
Which itself is on top of another.
Yeah.
Oh no, you threw away the other teddy.
Yeah.
Just constantly balancing all these things on your head.
It's like Marge Simpson.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Oh,
aren't we going to go speak to the people?
Yeah, we're gonna go. Do you mind? We're gonna go and speak to our people, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was going to say they're not technically your people, but you know what?
We're the heroes of the city,
we saved your life.
Yeah, they're our fucking people, man.
You did.
Like,
you were crying in a corner, going, "Oh, mummy!"
How did you know about that?
Your mum told us.
No, mother! No one's supposed to know about my special crying corner.
It's all right. We've all got one.
We would like to, go into the town and just, see the culture and the people. And then later on, we'll attend the ceremony thing.
The Feast of 1,000 Tubers.
Yeah, the tubers.
You're expecting 1,000 tubers. He worriedly starts writing notes.
That might take up quite a lot of space, actually, to be fair.
Yes.
One tuber's fine.
One tuber.
Yeah.
He crosses out all of his notes.
Well, two or three. What do you reckon?
Maybe a half of one as well.
I'm not sure I can manage
5 and a half.
Right.
5 and a half.
I'll put you down for 1d6 tubers.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Well, we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, I'll just clear up the plates, I guess. I mean, I was a guard when this started, but now I'm just kind of your servant, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
What happened to the what was that thing that got killed up in the tower?
Oh,
We sentenced it to get killed.
It was a familiar. Yeah.
Good morning! He says a shout from the door. A tiny little elephant walks in.
Oh, that's it.
It's a little familiar, so they just.
It is I, a sister fund 4!
It's like Jin. We can.
What
just
happened
kill
to
him.
the other 3?
What other 3?
You're 4, so that must mean that 3 came before you.
Interesting concept. Give me a moment. He turns around and walks away. And disappears upstairs. About 5 minutes later, he comes back and says, "Hello, I am a sister fund 5."
Oh, we keep killing these things, don't we?
Oh, sorry.
Sounds very much like they're doing it themselves.
Yeah, I think he is.
Hello, Sister Funt.
Hello,
How are you?
I am well. Everything is perfect in the world.
Well, not everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I have heard that everything is good.
No.
No.
Oh,
There's people dying in the world. There's,
A lot of strife.
Yeah.
yeah.
Disease.
Disease.
Whispering tyrant.
Tyrant.
yeah.
A marching army of the dead.
oh God.
The economy as well sometimes.
It's all up and down.
Cost of living. Cost of living's going up. Megatubers.
We
are
just
more
came from a
expensive
place
than
where
ever.
loads of people were turning into blobs.
Yeah.
But
know-
not here on a Nepean. Everything in
No,
a
loads
Nepean
of-
is perfect.
No,
we just had a
people-
big thing. Loads of people died.
Yeah, people died.
But none of it is the Master Alchemist's fault. The Master Alchemist has never done anything wrong.
There was a wizard yesterday, broke all his legs.
Really?
Yeah.
You could say it falls on the alchemist, grand alchemist, whatever his name is. But anyway,
I should take it up with him.
yeah, you
Well,
should. Go on, off you go.
You might die.
He thinks for a minute and is like, I'll just save the time. He walks past you and just hops off the balcony and just drops outside.
Oh dear. Well, that was
Well,
dark.
see you later.
Gosh, that was.
Well, lemmings.
Yeah.
Should we go and speak to the people?
Yeah, let's
Let's go speak to the people. Yeah.
Can we head out?
Okay.
Yeah, into the
You,
into the city.
You head down the many, many flights of stairs of the Apothequeen downstairs to the down to the lower levels, through the lobby, past the guards, along the drawbridge where there are a group of servants just cleaning up what looks like a pizza or something on the pavement outside.
Morning.
Morning! And you make your way across the bridge through lush, vibrant gardens where you can see lots of people in these same, very similar outfits to what you have been given. Some of you, they're like kind of these sleeveless summer dresses, which makes so much sense now that the glass dome is closed and it feels just tropical in here now. These kind of flowing clothes seem much more sensible. Lots of people going about their various business. Along the way, you pass a sign advertising a restaurant where it's an immersive restaurant where the staff are incredibly rude to you, and you are encouraged to be rude back to them. Shania claps her hands excitedly and runs off to spend a significant portion of time in that restaurant.
See you, Shania.
Bye, Shania.
Shania.
Fuck you! Oh, we love you. Drum is ill at the moment. We love you, Drummond. He'll be back soon, and has promised that he will record some segments in that restaurant.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
So that'll be a fun few hours of being shouted at by Drum.
Lend it.
Yeah, nice.
So you make your way through the city and out the dome through a kind of a magical shimmering wall that takes you back out into the streets of the main city. You haven't been here since you arrived during the actual battle itself, when there were explosions going off and panicked people running all over the place. So as you kind of head to the streets, what's the plan? Where you kind of trying to head in this part of the city?
Yeah, we just want to kind of walk into the to the markets, into the local areas, into the town centre, see if there's like a stationary Ryman's or something like that.
Okay.
Have a chat to the people in the Wetherspoons, basically.
Did the bath tell us specifically which area?
It said the residential ring, which is where you are, which seems like a very big area.
Yeah.
So you kind of you kind of ask around. You pop in the Weatherspoons. They're more right wing than you expected them to be.
Yeah.
There's just
It's a bad choice. Let's go
let's
somewhere
go
else.
over there.
It's but it's then you go next door, but it's like 3 times the price, and you kind of just flip backwards and forwards, being like, oh.
It's £8 for a beer in here.
I know.
Yeah, that's mental.
What's a pound?
Oh, it's a unit of love. Yeah,
You
when
have to give
pound
8
someone.
units of love.
Yeah,
for a beer.
£8 of love. For a beer.
How do you quantify a unit of love?
It's basically you have to show how much love comes from your chest. So you have to
Specifically
rub it
your
really
chest.
hard, and then go, whoa! And that's how they challenge you on it.
Well, that's you mean technically speaking,
Challenge love.
Challenge love, yeah.
you can get free beer.
It's not technically free.
Well, it is, 'cause you just
rubbing
gotta
your
go
chest
up.
and go, whoa.
But you have to give love.
And then you
So
have to
then
mean
you don't have any
How
love
do you
left.
two, of all people, know so much about this particular area?
I drink a lot.
it. Yeah, I don't, but I learn a lot from Folton. He's been my teacher for a while,
Aye.
and I'm sort of
Caragor
learning
goes
stuff.
over to the barkeep.
Hello.
Can I have an ale?
Yes, he places an ale on the thing. He says that will be 2 copper pieces.
I'm going to give you 8 units of love instead, if that's all right.
He looks over at the bouncer and goes, "Larry, throw this guy out."
Oh, that was a lie.
Oh shit! I thought it was true. What about the love?
Where-
Can't you get?
Oh, are you talking about the place where you get love for where you give love for
Yeah.
drinks? Oh, yeah, it's in the slums quarter. There's a coffee shop there.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can't get beers there.
No, you give £8 of love, and they give you a coffee.
Oh, right. It's not
called-
worth it, actually, is it?
It's called ground and pound.
Yeah. Yeah.
As Caragor's being escorted out by the bouncer, he goes, I'll bribe you for 4 units of love.
I am lacking love. That's why I went into bouncing in the beginning.
I love the fact he's northern as well. That's great.
But by asking around a little bit in some of the markets and things, you find that one area of the city particularly was quite badly damaged by the wall breaker, and weirdly, when you kind of make your way around there, you realise it's kind of one of the areas where you were hit by one of the explosions on your way through when you were trying to cut through the back streets.
Oh, do you remember standing here in that explosion?
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
He almost
yes.
killed Carragher, and he was like, "Oh, my back! Oh, my leg!"
No, we're not taking the mickey because it actually was pretty
I mean,
traumatic.
to be fair, like, he did nearly kill him outright. That was
Yeah, I
pretty
know.
bad.
Yeah. I'm traumatized right now by thinking about it.
All I had to do was look at you. Didn't say a word. Didn't say a word.
No, it's what I was going to say. I wasn't even taking the piss.
So you
It might have sounded like that, but sometimes I've got that voice. You know, I'm like, oh. But it's just me, man.
I know.
Are we going to fight?
Well, this has been fun. Trip down memory lane there.
I'll give you some £8 of love.
Look, will you stop standing in the street giving love? It's,
Anyone want some love?
oh, God.
Anyone?
a woman shouts at Velda, goes, "Oi, sex work is work!"
I suppose.
Bloody is around here. Half of the people are flesh warps. They're gigantic. So this part of the city, it's mostly large. It's mostly residential buildings, large kind of residential buildings. They look like they've got lots of kind of tenement buildings, but they're nicely built. You reckon these were once fairly decent buildings? They've sustained damage, and there is rubble in the streets. You can see one of them has completely collapsed, sort of near where the explosion went off. And as you look around them, you're not too far from the big. You're not too far from the massive factory. There's 4 big factories in the residential ring. Not too far from one of those. You can see smoke billowing out, which I guess you sort of figure explains why they're not within the glass dome. The smoke just goes off into the air. The dome protects the inner part of the city to it. Most of these buildings look abandoned. You don't see too many people around here. You do see there are people out and about on the streets. There's quite a few there's a few flesh warps. There are humans. They seem to be mostly trying to clear rubble from some of the streets. You do see some lights coming from one of the taller buildings. You see that does seem to be one of the buildings seems to be occupied.
Can we go over to the people like cleaning the streets?
Yeah, you go over. There's a couple of people there working away to try and move some rubble.
I start helping.
They sort of stop. They see you. They go, "Oh, thank you for the help."
You're welcome. That thing did horrors to this place.
Aye, well, yeah. There's some silver linings at least.
Which is?
Well, it's given us somewhere to live for the moment at least. Points up to the building where the lights are on.
What is that building?
Most of the buildings out here are empty. They're used by visiting landowners or visiting people from Quantium. They're rented out by the Master Alchemist. But since the damage, nobody's been. We don't expect anyone to be coming into the city for a while. So it's given us a chance to move up from the slums and find somewhere to stay.
Well, that is a silver lining.
Was that the Grand Alchemist doing?
No. I doubt he even knows we're here. He certainly never seems to know that we're here unless he wants us working in the factories.
Does he never come down and talk to the people?
No.
Any of his men or anything like that?
No. None of the high-ups from the Apothecary ever come into the residential quarter. They're too busy scheming against themselves within the dome itself.
How do you mean scheming against themselves?
Oh, it's a snake pit, is this city. They kind of, his wife comes over and just kind of puts her hand on him, and he says, "Sorry, I shouldn't talk about the goings on in the city. It's their own business, you know. We're grateful for the work."
Well, we're new to this city. We just wanted to know what. So these empty houses, they're owned by the Grand Alchemist, and he just leaves them empty. He doesn't give them to the people.
Look, I mean, we're. Sorry, who are you?
We're the heroes. Just the heroes, basically.
We saved the city from the storm break.
Join the club.
Pubes.
We're trying out a few different ones.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. We've got a little, notepad.
Slogan.
Right.
Taglines.
Give me a diplomacy check and see if you can win this person's trust.
Are we all doing it? Because we all kind of... Or was it...
It's
I
up to
didn't
you who
really
wants
say
to make
anything,
it.
to be honest.
You threw some pubes. That's
21.
I said pubes.
21. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, we did. So you defeated the iron creature.
Yes.
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 Oh well.
We blew it up. Well, not blew it up. Dropped in the lake.
Yeah. Nearly died doing it as well.
We wanted to see what destruction it
Especially
caused.
this one over here. Nearly died twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was crying like a newborn
He wet
babe.
himself as well.
Yep.
I always do when fighting vending machines.
What?
It's very uncouth to bring up people's crying corner.
Yeah, no. I was just
Sorry.
saying that, I'm not calling him like a wimp or anything. He was amazing. It was a hero. Again, I'm not taking the piss.
Caragor leans in close and goes, "They've been so weird with me this morning. I don't know what's going on. All three of them is fucking bizarre." But anyway, it's not indicative of their natural behaviour normally.
The woman nods sadly and pats you on the shoulders. Goes, "I'm so sorry for you."
It's okay. Caragor wets himself.
May you find your 8 pounds of love. The guys like, well, we're very grateful for you for saving us. Of course, you must be the Master Alchemist. Must be lavishing gifts upon you for all of your work.
Well,
We got paid a completely ordinary amount. Wasn't
not
it?
like-
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah.
but we just wanted to come out into the city and make sure that all of you people were okay.
Yes, we're perfectly happy. We're doing what we can. We're trying to get by. He suddenly is looking past you You notice he's kind of looking over your shoulder behind. If you look behind, you see the sun glint off something, and you realise that there is a very tall, kind of 12-foot tall being that seems to be reflective. It seems to be made of glass. It is walking down the street, kind of looking side to side, stopping and looking in all of the buildings. The woman just tugs on his sleeve and goes, Emmett. And he just goes, go now. She runs off into the building. A couple of moments later, you see the lights beginning to be snuffed out up in the upper floors. So the thing comes closer.
What is that?
It's one of the landlords. The Master Alchemist sends them to check on his holdings. It's fine. Just
to check no one's in those houses.
The giant thing. He said it'd be fine because there's nobody in those houses. The big glass construct makes its way down the street, sort of towards where you are, and stops next to all of you, and looks down at you.
Hello.
Who are you?
We're the hero. Join the club. Piss guys.
Yeah, pubes. That's us.
Piss fuck Cairnblight.
That was your uncle, wasn't it?
Oh yes, that's right. Yes.
It looks at you. Heroes of Anepian.
That's
you
us.
have our gratitude. It looks at the man.
As it looks at the man, Caragor goes, hey, I always wanted to know how we work, because obviously we defeated a big, massive monster thing that was made of iron and stuff, and you're not made of the same thing, are you? What are you made of?
It looks at the man and says, what is your name?
It just ignored me.
It's weird.
Rude. Yeah, rude.
Excuse me, we're in mid-conversation.
The man's like, Emmett Green. I work in the factory. I work in factory number 3 over there.
Excuse me.
Hello.
It turns back to you for a second.
Don't be rude.
The heroes of Anepian.
Manners cost nothing.
Yes.
Asking you a question, don't make me wet myself again.
He'll do it.
He'll start crying.
Yep.
And then he'll feel bad.
I don't think the Grand Alchemist will like you ignoring us. We saved the city.
The creature turns back and says, Emmett Green, why are you not in the factory? It is work hours.
I think this is it. I'm not sure we can. It just seems to be continuing ahead anyway.
Well, yes. This man was actually explaining some things about the city, so it's our fault that he's not in the factory. So apologies about that. But we are the heroes of Anepian. So
let this one slide. Let him go back to work. Let Emmett go back to work. We'll go our separate ways. Do you know what I mean?
Heroes of Anepian. We have had reports of people squatting in properties here that are not their own.
Well,
not seen any of that ourselves.
We've just come here to help the people.
It was me. And Caragor does a burpee followed by like a squat. Sometimes they're very roomy in there, and every now and then from a full exercise regime I can get a full squat in there. So it's good for my legs, good for my bum.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
Your thighs are huge.
I mean, they are pretty. They're not made of crystal glass like
I
you.
love this
but
glass construct is impressed.
yeah.
Wow.
Everyone can respect a squat, Folton, right? Now, I won't do it again. Very sorry about that, but that probably where the reports originate from.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, come on.
22.
Yeah.
22. Okay. It looks up at the building for a moment and then looks back down and says, Emmett Green, return to work. You will not be asked again. And then it turns and carries on walking down the street and disappears up the road away from all you. The man just kind of just breathes a massive sigh and just leans on you, looking exhausted. He goes, thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
No problem.
Just close that laptop now, Dan.
Emmett, when do you finish work, mate?
At just after sundown.
And will you be staying here? Where are you staying? Because I think it might be nice to have a conversation with you about some things.
if it's already passed by, it won't. It probably won't be back for a little while. You can come in if you want.
Are you allowed to be in there?
No, we live in the slums. Most of the people who actually work in the factory live in the slums below the city.
Right. How do they get reports? Is it some sort of like scanner thing, or is it just people dubbing on each other?
Oh, it's this whole city are watching each other. You can never be sure who's spying on who. It's worse in the dome, of course, but this city is a battleground. This is where the people from Quantium fight it out to curry favor back home and return with the power they need to become part of the Archlords.
Let's go inside.
Yeah, let's go.
We don't want to put you in danger, though, so if anything happens, we'll protect you.
Have you got any biscuits?
I do, but they're only sort of grandma biscuits. They're like
That's all right.
It's mostly jammy Dodgers and malted milks. That's all we can afford down here in the residential ring.
Oh, they're biscuits of kings.
It is worse than the dome. They only give you 5 seconds per crystal you bring in, and it's honestly a nightmare trying to get hold of anything in there. Like, just launches around your head. It's wild. And then you've got to bring people in there, and then every time they get out, they're like, "Oh, that didn't seem as long as it could have been." And you're like, "Well, I showed you how much time you had and how many crystals you had. It was 5 seconds per crystal. Why is that surprising to you? Also, the countdown's obvious. And to make it obvious, I count down from 10 really loudly. I've got a really loud voice. You can hear me. So why are you surprised coming out that you've only had 30 seconds because you only got 6 crystals going around the crystal maze?" Sorry, don't know where that came from.
It does sound awful.
You must have been working in some immersive thing or something.
Never been to that restaurant.
Yeah, they're everywhere now, aren't they? Immersive things.
Yeah, all over the place.
It's amazing that they kept functioning during the battle for the city. But
Yes, apparently the only thing that stayed open.
yes,
It is a crystal mazing.
Yeah.
Because of the...
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
That's good.
Have you heard that before, have you, Caragor?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah, I've heard it before, yeah, a few times, mate, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's funny.
No, I am genuinely sorry, Scott, because you probably have heard that a million times.
It's alright, it's usually me who says it.
Oh, is it?
That was
Stealing my jokes.
Just as bad then. It's just as bad then.
You are funny. Anyway, this is my family cowering behind the dwarven fridge here.
Karen.
There's like, you go upstairs and there are about 20 people in it's an apartment building. There are loads of people in this building, just and they're all kind of. You can see that there was a. You can see that the hob was the kind of the fireplace was lit, but it's been rapidly doused. I don't know why I went with hob first. Folton has ruined my impression of fancy buildings.
Somebody's left the hob on.
They put the fireplace out in a hurry, and there are about 20 people in this. It looks like a pretty well decorated apartment. It looks like it's had some smoke damage. Obviously, there's been a fire in the building somewhere.
Fancy. So I'm getting like dictatory vibes from, the Grand Alchemist, imposing his beliefs and will on the people less fortunate than him.
So we've got to encourage him to sell these buildings, is that right? That was what Void Sponge said, didn't it? Treacle Dreams.
That was a nice harmony.
Wasn't it? That was what we were told.
Can we do a little memory?
That is what the bard told you.
Also, Dan did say that at the start of the
okay, cool. Yeah. I'm in and out.
So we need to persuade him to.
Sorry, just so you're aware, I'm on medication. It's kind of like playing with my brain a little bit. So apologies if I am being a.
Also, at this point, Kaplan the cat has visited every single one of our bags and jackets, and we keep looking over our shoulders to make sure that nothing's gone missing because he loves wallets.
He's smelling food in there, it's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
So, if there's a potential buyer, or is he in a situation where he could sell just to the people in general, or is there a conglomerate that are offering to buy these things off the alchemist guy? If we should probably just find it out and make sure that happens, I suppose.
Well, no, I think we've got.
There isn't yet
sell-
a buyer, and we've got to encourage him to sell anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. But he's not going to do that.
Yeah, no, we will. But
We've got to properly persuade him. The best persuader.
Some sort of inception.
Yeah.
Like, put a little...
Oh, yeah, maybe we go into his
dream.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, listen, I'm
Velda,
still
can you do
skeptical.
that? Where you go
Velda,
inside...
No,
Can you do
it's not
dream?
me who can do that.
Can you bring us
That's
all
weird.
into the
No,
dream?
it's
Can't you
weird.
just
Go into
cast
someone's dreams. I mean, what a
Dream
useless...
It'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? It'd be cool. I mean, it'll incept like a little...
tunnel
thing into-
kaleidoscope.
No.
Spinning
Yeah.
wheel of dreams.
No.
And then we can have a fight in the dream and maybe
That'd be
like...
so
Yeah.
good. Velda, make it happen.
Can we go
No.
into? Can we go into a dream within a dream? With two
I-
dreams deep.
I'm going to say I can't do this. No.
What happens if you die in a dream?
Die for real, bitch.
See, don't mess with dreams.
All right, well, listen.
Okay, so
No dreams.
Anyway, sorry
All right.
about this. What's your name again?
Emmett.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Emmett.
Oh, hello to your
7
family
times.
as well. Hello, everyone.
Well, you've got a big
Hello.
family, haven't you? Look at
Yeah.
this. Lots of
Well,
you.
they're not. No, this is several families. We just.
Oh.
I see.
We brought everyone to one room to try and make it less likely it would
now-
spot people moving around.
Yeah.
Now that you're not being watched, what do you actually think of the alchemist?
And we're not spies. We're not going to tell. We're not going to go back to him and say, "Oh, Emmett said this." We're not going to do that.
yeah, and I know you asked earlier if we were being paid by the Grand Alchemist. We have received some kind of payment, but it's not an ongoing thing. We're more like freelancers, so
Oh well, freelancers. Everyone can trust a freelancer.
yes, good. I see
Always
you have
turn up on
as
time,
a city. I imagine you've got quite a few freelance plumbers, etc. So
Yes,
fairly common thing.
I'll be honest with you. Money isn't the issue. We make a decent wage working in the factories, but the trouble is that the whole system is designed to stop you being able to accumulate anything. The Master Alchemist owns everything he has slowly bought up everything in his rise to power. He owns the entire residential ring pretty much, and he leases it out to anybody who can pay for it. And the people who can afford to pay for it usually are archlords or visiting people from Quantium or from other cities. So they simply buy up, they rent out whole buildings so that when they and their entourages arrive in the city, they have somewhere to stay. The people who work here, we have to live in the slums. It's not even a case of not being able to afford them. Occasionally, if we work really hard, we might be able to afford the rents, but then how would we be able to afford to feed our families? And the buildings are never for sale anyway, so there's no way out of the system other than making enough money to move to another city, and who can afford to do that?
Okay, so two things maybe for us. Either we could go about this proving to the lead alchemist, head
Grand Alchemist.
Thank you. We either go about proving that selling better living conditions to people that work in factories is going to be more beneficial for him in the long run, right? We either do that, or we become an archlord, own some of the property, and then sell that back ourselves once we have direct control of it.
Yeah, but
So you mean-
he'd just do the same thing again.
Well, once it's owned by someone else.
Yes, he'd just put the screw. I presume if he's managed to buy all of the property, I imagine he's used some fairly unscrupulous methods to do so.
Are you
Can't-
saying
you
that
can't
we should
just
own the
bolt-
property? We become the landlords?
No, that's one of the options. If we were an archlord or whatever, if we used our influence and I don't know, had to get involved in the politics or whatever, it became a thing. He got votes. So I don't know how it works. But if we did become landowners, then we would be in a position to sell that back to these people.
Right. Quite interesting.
Or we have to go directly to him and convince him. I don't think he's going to be convinced.
No, I don't think he is really.
I mean, I would like to be able to amass a lot of evidence in order that I would like, oh, we've got X, Y, and Z that says this would benefit your city if you do this. You know, that'd be great. But
Emmett, does anyone have any influence over the Grand Inquisitor?
It's a whole
Alchemist.
Alchemist, yeah. Sorry,
the
I'm
Master Alchemist.
thinking about another franchise.
Nobody influences the Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, right.
Or expects him.
No.
No.
No, just turns up, spinning
There he
his thing.
The Master Alchemist he's constantly seems to be playing various games. I mean, we have no access to him. Most of us we've never seen him. A lot of people don't see him face to face. He tends to send out chemical duplicates to meetings. It's only the very senior people within the Apothequeen that can get close to him. But he he seems to always, these alchemists and the Apothecary, they're playing games, playing each other off each other and trying to amass their own power.
So there's no way we can get someone that influences him, so that's not going to work. I don't really like the idea of buying loads of property. Do you know what I mean?
We haven't got the time to play that sort of long game.
I don't really like office work. I don't want to be an estate agent.
Fair enough. You want to be footloose and fancy free, don't you? You don't want to be tied down with mortgage and all that stuff.
Bit more creative.
Yes.
I know you earn a lot of money, but you turn into a prick.
That's true.
There are any letting agents or estate agents listening to this, then...
I mean, I don't want to railroad you, but I spent ages remarking up this copy of Monopoly, and I was all down the whole case.
Yeah. No, you are lovely people. Don't take that to heart. Some of you are...
thank you, say all of the people in the room.
Okay, then, well, if we're not going to do that, then we've got to go directly to head alchemist fellow and convince him. Unless we've got another option.
Yes. What are we going to say to him? I think you should sell all of your property and give it back to the people as a communistic sort of movement.
Well, maybe a communistic sort of movement.
Well, sort of like a commune. This is why I was
suggesting the other one, because unless you have any other alternative ideas.
Well, I don't think either of them are going to work, really. And we can't stay here for that long.
So what do you suggest?
We could have a chat with him in the first instance, see what he says. And I think we should gather a bit more information about exactly what's going on here.
So kind of option A, yeah. Okay,
yes.
Cool. So I was suggesting
because also, he must have been a bit unscrupulous, and from what you've been saying, Emmett, the sort of around the Apothecary is a pretty sort of malicious group by the sounds of it.
The alchemists here will do anything to amass power against among each other.
So,
if it weren't for the bath, we wouldn't have anywhere to live at all.
But there's no way we can overthrow the alchemist, is there really? I'm talking proper to war sort of stuff.
That's
right
quite.
there.
If you didn't want to spend time here, didn't want to spend time here becoming landlords, but you'll start a minor insurrection and start a civil war.
Yeah,
it's because you can walk away from a civil war. You see, you can just be like bye, and that's it. Yes, but I don't think we should do that.
No.
The Grand Inquisitor bursts in from a cupboard. And goes, ha ha!
The Grand Inquisitor.
I knew it. Didn't expect that, did you?
No. How long have you been in there?
Oh, ages. Oh my God, the city's been half destroyed. I've probably been fired. I should have found out about that. All right, we'll keep this stum. He turns out and leaves. He goes back into his cupboard.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Grand Inquisitor.
All right. Well, yeah. Difficult.
Should we take a bit more look around the city?
Yeah, let's go and talk to some more people.
More people?
Yeah.
Maybe find an immersive cafe of our own.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
So all right. Yeah.
Cheers, Emmett.
Thank you.
Bye, Emmett.
Bye.
Goodbye, Billy Bob. Goodbye. Bye, Susie.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Kellyanne.
Bye. Oh, we want to do individual. Go on, there's 23 of them.
There's 23 of them, isn't there? Yeah. Good night, Jim Bob.
The other 19 of them looked really annoyed. The fellow didn't say goodbye to them.
Don't remember your names. Bye.
Just really rude. I know he's a hero of the city, but you could just take the time.
I am telling the glass man about these guys. Excuse me, that man over there.
Excuse me, these people.
Oh, bless you.
Bless you, Caragor. It's all this brick dust that's in the air.
Yes.
Brick dust in the air.
All the alchemy.
Everywhere I look around.
So you head down the stairs and back out into the street. You kind of check a little bit before you go out. There's no sign of the glass guy out in the streets, so you're able to kind of put some miles between you and the tenement building so as to not draw attention to it. What's the plan next, club? Where are we heading next? Remember, you've got your banquet tonight to prepare for, but you've got a little bit of time before then. If you want to take some meetings, or if you want to spend some time doing anything.
Maybe we'll go back into the. What do you reckon? Should we go back into the dome and go to the market, see if we can suss anyone else out?
We could do, or we could go to the slums.
I mean, maybe the slums is good because they said in the dome it's a little bit it's a little bit too much, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
like everyone's snitching on each other.
Well, sort of.
So
What do you think? Or we could go to the market.
let's go to slums. I like the idea of slums. Let's go slums. Slums.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah. I mean, we've got the day to kill, so we might as well go
All
and,
right.
yeah. ask about
Brilliant.
slums it
we
is.
go to the slums.
Yep, slumming it.
What are we going to the slums for?
We're going to
I don't
suss
know,
out some more
actually, now I
people and
said
see
it.
what's going on.
You don't know.
I mean,
Well,
sort of just have a look around.
I'm easy, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I'm just throwing out suggestions. We can go and get ready if you like. Go and have a bath. Let's have a laugh.
I do like a bath.
All right, let's go and have a bath.
I haven't had a bath in
Not
ages.
together, unless you want to.
Well,
Curl up
I mean,
in a bath.
Could do. As long as you didn't leave any, detritus in there.
Yeah, right, yeah. I mean, just get ready. This is all getting a bit weird.
It is a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I think it's the brick dust.
All right, come on in.
Did Tengu famously leave detritus in the bath?
I don't know. Yeah.
Detritus.
That's maybe Velda would be the best person to ask. Who knows?
Okay. So you
He's quite fastidious.
So you leave the slums.
Yep.
You turn around. You go back into the slums. You decide not to go to the slums, and then decide to go back to the Apothequeen, and you make your way back through the glass dome, through the gardens, and back to the great city itself. And you can see near the Apothequeen, there's kind of markets crowded around, and you can see a lot of boards up with sort of notice boards and things. People looking at them, people taking notices down and reading bits of news, things like that. You pass by that over the bridge, which is currently being repaired. So there's kind of a temporary bridge that's kind of been constructed across the great lake of ooze. You walk across, and as you look down at it, you can't help feel like maybe it's looking back at you. It's kind of watching what you do, and you make your way back to the Apothequeen itself, back up the many stairs. You pass by the the bar about halfway across, the best bar in the Apothequeen. Fizz, the bartender, is hard at work there. But fuck Blanigan. Jesus Christ, this guy is there with both legs in a cast, just kind of hovering around the room with a potion bottle in each hand. Going, I'm embracing my true self. His voice has gone weird. You head up.
That's potion abuse will do for you.
It'll do, yeah. It messes you up, doesn't it?
Wrecks your voice. And you head back to your rooms to get ready for the great banquet. While you're there, Folton, there is a banging on your door. At one point, after a little while, what stage of getting ready is Folton?
He's naked.
Of course he is. There we go. I didn't even have to.
Yeah.
The beginning, middle, and end stage.
He has been the whole time he was in the town.
Just naked.
I go to the door.
You go to the door. The knocking is kind of quite low down. You open the door, and Jam Jam is standing outside the door, looking nervous. He's holding his hand.
What did you... Come in.
Banging on doors really hurts.
Yeah, it does.
There's a bit of my hand still stuck to the door. Peel that off. Peel that off and stick that back on. Oh, it fell off. I've
just leave it.
I'll keep it in a pocket.
Yeah.
Till
You
later.
have pockets?
I try to fold flaps over, and that's what it's. Oh, a penny.
What's up, little bro? What's up, my man?
I need your help, Uncle Fulton. Are you my uncle? I've never established the relationships.
Yeah, why not?
I need your help, Uncle Fulton.
Yeah, what?
I've done something very, very rash.
You've got a rash?
Well, actually, yes, as it turns out, I do. But no, this is unconnected to that.
Oh, go on then. What did you do?
He takes...
Did you kill your brother? Did you kill your brother inadvertently? Did you just pluck someone's eyes out with your thumbs?
No, although these are all things I would definitely come to you about. Oh, absolutely, the expert in these. He says, no, he reaches into another one of his pockets and takes out a piece of paper and just holds it up to you. Says, I'm ashamed to say that I've become romantically involved with somebody here in the city, and well, I've made rather a foolish decision along the way, and I need your help.
What did you do?
He holds up the piece of paper. It is an advertisement. It is a dating profile. It seems to have a short bio. It's got the name Jam Jam. It has a short bio saying that he loves alchemy. He loves going for walks. He likes ale. He's an incredibly good conversationalist, and he's looking for somebody beautiful to spend his life with. And at the top of it, there is a very accurate picture of Folton Battlestone. Oh no! And that's where we leave it for tonight. Hey.
Hello, this is a special announcement. You see, this week's episode was brought to you by our patrons, but especially our Dangerling of the Week. And this week, it is none other than Stephen Rivet. Thank you kindly, Stephen, and thank you all Dangerlings. To get your name on the show, go to patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast. Oh, thank you so much.